Okay, I'm going to run you through the advertising contract here for the newspaper and how to read it. At first glance, this thing looks a little crazy, but honestly, once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. Now, if you look at the grid, and we're going to start on that, the big grid that is there, down the left-hand side, we see the number of issues that the newspaper is going to have. And in this year, they have 8 issues, issue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 total. Now, those are the quantity of issues on the side, and we're not looking at these specific issues. The 4 does not stand for the 4th issue that's coming out. The 4 stands for if an advertiser wants to advertise 4 different times throughout the year, choosing whichever newspapers they want, that's the number you'd go down to. Now, one thing to know just on the side, that the more times they advertise, there are some discounts in place. So the per column inch of advertising price actually goes down for the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th times. That's noted underneath the numbers there on the contract. You don't have to do any math. Don't worry about it. It's all factored in. That's just to let the advertisers know that the more times they advertise, they do get a little bit of a price break. Now, along the top bar running across the top axis, the 1/9, 2/9, 1/3, 2/3, and full, those are the advertising sizes. So we see in inches underneath what size they are. We see that all of them are full color. And then we also see there are additional price breaks the larger the ad goes. Again, all this price breaking has been factored into the size of the ads when this grid was made, so you don't have to do any math. You just need to read the numbers on the sheet. Now, how this works, if an advertiser says they want to purchase, let's say, a 1/9 ad in all issues, you go over to 1/9, and then you go down all the way to the number 8, because they said all issues, and that's 8 issues. And if you see in that box, it should read 228 over 205.20. Now, if the advertiser wants to be billed, they want to pay later, that's $228. What we do is we give them a price break where if they pay us on the spot, right, it's less work for us to go back and get things. They get a bonus that they're paying in advance, so we're going to give them 10% off. That's the bottom number. Again, the math has already been done for you. So if they pay you on the spot or they tell you to come back the next day for a check or something like that, we give them the cheaper of the prices. If they want to pay a few months down the line, they need to be billed, and that's the more expensive price. So let's try this again. Let's say an advertiser wanted to advertise 4 times, and they wanted to advertise 2/9 of a page. Okay, so you go 2/9, and then you go 4, and you go to where they intersect, and we see that as $228 if they want to be billed, or $205.20 if they want to pay that day. Now, you notice with that one and with the previous one, they're in a gray box there. Any advertiser that spends over $200 automatically gets a free yearbook. They automatically get free advertising on the publication website. It's going to be an ad that's in a spot that rotates through with other free advertisements on there. And all of those perks are going to be there for them. They also get a subscription to the newspaper when it comes out. So that's what that grid is. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you have more questions, I think, after that, please let me know. But if we go to look down all the small type on the right-hand side, well, first thing we see is what advertisers get if they do $200 or more, and we see those perks right there. Underneath that, there's an option for inserts. Now, this is a great thing to sell to advertisers. Instead of having their ad on a page embedded into the newspaper, we will stick flyers inside the newspaper that people get. Now, advertisers, a lot of them really love this because the flyer sticks out a little bit, and people are going to see it, and they're going to grab onto it, and they're going to take it out, and they're going to look at it. So for the inserts, it's really $100 per issue if the advertiser gives us the insert. So if they give us the insert, 1,850 of them, if they give us those already printed, we will insert them for $100 each issue. If they want us to photocopy black and white their insert, we'll do that, but it's $175. If they would like us to design and photocopy it, it will be $250. And if they want it full color and they want us to do that, we would have to quote them a price on that. If they want to pay for the insert in advance, we will do the 10% prepayment also. So if they pay us in advance, $100 would be knocked down to $90 for that insert. Or if they buy 4 inserts for $400, we'd knock it off $40. Now, if an advertiser would just like an ad to be on the website, those can be for $50. They will be in a spot with other ads, but we will make sure somebody who is doing web-only ads has their ads show up more times than the businesses who get the free single web ad. Now, finally, at the very bottom, we have some special ads. Now, there are places in the newspaper that is called prime real estate, like the back cover, the inside front cover, or the inside back cover. Now, you see those ad prices there. They are per issue. So if somebody wanted the back cover in the March issue of the newspaper, that would be $400. The prepayment discount would apply, so it could get it down to $360. If somebody's interested in one of those special places, go ahead and make sure to text or email Mr. Manfield just to make sure that March or February or September, whatever issue they want, has not already been sold. And we'll make sure to seal the deal with them. Okay? And that really takes care of the newspaper advertising chart.